Okay, so my fifth and final technology that I use within my classroom is Quizizz. This is, I feel like it has some similar features to the websites that I've shared already, such as Seesaw and the Smithsonian Learning Labs, as in that there are preloaded activities, there are preloaded quizzes that you can use. So it's not just a technology for you to come in and reinvent the wheel. There are already things that can be easily integrated into the classroom, and that's probably one of my favorite features of these websites. So Quizizz, like I said, it's a quiz-based website. The teacher needs the account. The students just log onto the website, type in the code once they click join a game. Super user friendly for the students. I feel like it's very similar to Kahoot in the same format. I use Quizizz more than I do Kahoot. I feel it's more engaging for the older students. I have lots of quizzes saved for my fifth grade math, so I'll just show you some of the ones that have already been created, and then I'll show you how to create your own. So if I were hosting this in my classroom, I would put it as a live game. You can also put it as homework. I'll just show you how to solo game play. This is a cool feature. There is a timer. You can either decide to have the timer on or have the timer off. Personally, when I play these games with the timer on, it almost gives me anxiety. Like I just spend more time watching the timer go down than I actually do answering the question. So I'm going to shut the timer off for this game. So students are posed a question, and then they are responsible for answering the question based off of it. I'm just going to go through them. It does let them know which one's right, which one's wrong, and then they're awarded points. So very similar to Kahoot. You can also insert images, just like Kahoot, and then your answers are down below also. So I'm just going to. One of the cool things about quizzes, and I find that the students are more engaged with it, is you can definitely personalize it. When the point slide came up, it had the memes. My students love those. They just think it's hilarious when I add them in. So they definitely enjoy utilizing these. So these are all of the pre-made ones. It's almost never ending. I think you could find anything on this. And it's for a variety of ages. Like you see down here, there's SAT. Obviously, I'm not playing those with my elementary students, but it applies to any age of students. So if I wanted to create my own, let me go make one. Okay, this is one that my team and I are working on actually. We're going to use flexible seating, so we've just been messing around with how do we want to do this with our quizzes. So at the top, create a new question. I would simply type my question. What style of seating works best for you? And then I can go through and have the students answer however. For this style, there really isn't a right or wrong question. So I would need to edit that portion of the test or of the quiz. Just like that. So I can have them select multiple answers. I can insert math equations. I can insert images. It's going to make me have more. So I'm just selecting that. All of these are right. They can answer however they want. I just want their feedback. Over here, there is the timer for how many seconds do I want or how many minutes do I want them to have access to answering this. But there is also the chance that they can just shut the timer off. So I don't really have to mess with this as much. I usually give them 2 minutes per each question though. I can also add an image quiz. That way, if I just said, hey, go find the quiz with the kangaroo, go take that, that's just another way to deliver it. I can add grades to it. I have the students log in using their names, so I can use this as a review, a pre and post assessment. I can actually use it as homework and collect grades off of it. The nice thing is, if I'm creating it and I only want one answer to be correct, there's no room for error on this, in that it's strictly an ABCD choice. There's no open-ended questions for me to go back in and grade. So it would make easy grading if I were to use it in math or science. However, I've only ever used it as a review.